me. You are exquisite.
That was the quickest shower in history.
Long, cold showers are for frustrated teenage boys. Frustration is the least of my worries these nights. But you do have me feeling like I'm on the right side of 20 again. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Well, I am lucky, too. You know, who would have guessed that 6 months ago you couldn't even get out of bed unsupported?
Forget about 6 months ago. Forget it. Just think about it now. Better yet, don't think at all.
Now you've come back, you're stronger than ever. What more could a girl ask for?
Ask and you shall receive. Don't pull away. I don't bite unless requested. What is it? What's wrong?
Deepening! Well, if it isn't Valley Investigations, answer to Moonlight. What was the question?
Is this a good time to confab, or is it past little Tatum's bedtime?
A little young, but definitely you.
You know, ha-ha, what fun it is to laugh. It just so happens that I have Jamie.
Oh, well, far be it for us to cut into your quality time.
No, it's all right. I need a breather anyway. Petra's upstairs chasing him around with a thermometer. Yeah, just hope he's not traumatized. Come on, have a seat, come on.
Oh, thanks.
So, what can I do you for?
We have come to avail ourselves of your private eye type expertise.
Oh, yeah? What's the crisis? Somebody lose your decoder ring?
Ever heard of a guy named Alec McIntyre?
McIntyre. Yeah, McIntyre.
He ran the front offices for Chandler Enterprises when my father was out of commission.
That's right. Now he's Erica's right-hand man over at Enchantment. What's he doing, working his way to the Fortune 500?
Alec's very good at taking care of business.
Well, he'd have to be to interest two players like Adam and Erica. What's the deal? Think he's got his hand in the till?
It should be so simple.
We seem to have hit a dead end, which is why we came to see you. Charlie says that you were a crack PI back when dinosaurs roamed the plains.
Oh, yeah, I managed to solve a few cases while the world was still cooling.
Yeah, well, crime busting's one thing. How good are you at blackmail?
Dr. Kadami, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're probably heading home for supper.
It's no problem, Brooke. What can I do for you?
I've been having some spotting.
Heavy?
No, and just from this afternoon.
Are you having any pain? Cramping?
Well, not cramping exactly. It's, you know, it's more like a pinch, like I'm being pinched from the insides.
Is it low down or high up?
Well, it's sort of high up on the right side.
I have you down for your regular office visit on Friday. Let's move it up. Can you come in now?
Now?
Yes.
Of course, yes. I can be there in 20 minutes, sure.
Brooke? You all right?
What Dr. Kadini said.
He said that he wants to see me now, tonight. I'm going to lose my baby. Can't be happening. I'm losing this baby.
No, the doctor didn't say that.
I know about pregnancy. I know about bleeding. I know about cramping. I've read every pregnancy book that's ever been in print. I know.
I've read a few pregnancy books myself, Brooke. Now, it could just be normal spotting and cramping.
Look, you've had a terrible, terrible day. It's just your body telling you to take it easy.
Why would he want to see me tonight? Why would he?
He knows how much you want this baby. He's just being cautious, Brooke. He's going to recommend plenty of rest, keep your feet elevated, and in a couple days you're going to be right back on track.
I'll feel better when I hear him say that.
Well, he can quote me. I'll bring the car around.
No, you don't have to take me, all right? You really don't.
We don't have to, but you're getting your own personal escort. We will not take no for an answer. Isn't that right, Tom?
Don't mess with that woman. She's evil when she's cross.
And even when I'm not.
Okay, can't fight both of you, can I?
So put those dukes down here. You'll save them for another time. We're going to go get the A-OK from your doctor.
Okay, thanks. I don't know what I'd do, without the two of you.
Timmy, come on in.
Hi.
I understand you and Jamal have some weird science project going on.
We're doing crystals, formations, not New Age.
Ah.
Hey.
Hey, boys. We are going to take Brooke over to see her doctor at Pine Valley Hospital. Now, while we are out, do not answer the door. And if anybody calls, I want you to just tell them that we are not.
Don't say you're not home. Say you're in the shower and you'll call back. Don't answer the door to strangers. No TV till our homework's done. Oh, and yeah, we can help ourselves to some fruit. No junk food.
Wow, he's got you down, honey.
Well, you're going to be laughing out of the other side of your mouth when he does you watching Monday Night Football.
What about Jamie?
He's, spending the night with his dad.
Cool.
Be good. So, basically, you're afraid that Mr. McIntyre is making life very difficult for your client.
Not a client exactly, more like a close friend of the family.
Yeah, who naturally prefers to remain anonymous.
Full disclosure could prove somewhat embarrassing for all parties concerned.
Uh-huh. Well, what exactly is Mr. McIntyre into your friend for? Money?
He'd prefer to take it out in trade.
Delicious. Married?
She is, he isn't.
I begin to get the picture. Your friend has got to jump to McIntyre's tune, or he's going to blow the whistle to her old man that once upon a time she had too much champagne and woke up the next day in somebody else's T-shirt.
Is he good or what?
Yeah, so where do you two chimps fit in?
Best defense and all that. We figured we'd get some dirt on McIntyre, throw it back in his face, get him to back off.
Did you manage to unearth anything?
His personnel file reveals a rapid corporate climb with the boss lady on every rung.
It's a living.
Yeah, well, that's old news. We were hoping for something, I don't know, very serious, very nasty, definitely illegal to use as leverage against Alec.
Stock manipulation, insider trading, junk bonds, anything from the 80s financial portfolio that we could use to nail Alec's mouth shut.
Oh, look, I hate to rain on your guys' parade, but what happens if he's clean?
No, I don't think there's a chance of that. Alec is far too shrewd. There's got to be a skeleton or two hiding behind one of his Italian suits.
Boston being his hometown, we figured that was a logical boneyard, so off we flew.
How'd that go?
Patty McIntyre was all Irish mist and disgusted with his son.
Oh, but Mrs. McIntyre, on the other hand, seems to think that her fair-haired boy is the next saint after Patrick. We even talked to the sister of his high school sweetheart, Janine. There's another dead end.
So basically, you twos are right back to where you started.
Zipville. We've exhausted all our leads, and we have come up with Bupkis.
And that's why we had to come to you.
Anybody ever tell you you're a shameless flatterer?
No, I mean, come on, you know what I mean. You are our bestest, lastest, and only hope. to get something to use against Alec.
Well, what happens if I refuse to accept this mission?
Well, our client/friend could stand to lose her name, rank, and serial number, not to mention her husband, and not necessarily in that order.
You're gonna hear a shocker.
What's that?
I love you.
Oh, well, you better not let that get around. It will definitely ruin your reputation.
Well, I'll risk it. Because I do love you. I don't always say it often enough, and I sometimes don't even act like I do. Especially that hell on wheels period after my accident.
Yeah, well, that was a nightmare, but now it's over. And there's no reason to keep punishing yourself for something that happened in the past.
You know, I must have been one heck of a gent in some former lifetime to have the love of a woman like you in this one. I can't imagine my life without you.
Well, why would you even try?
I gave you a laundry list of reasons to leave me. And you just kept coming back for more. Why?
I'm a glutton for punishment.
No, you're not. You're a model of perseverance and patience and understanding. How could a woman like you ever love a braying barbarian like me?
I don't know anyone who remotely fits that description.
All those sleepless nights, alone, all those dinners together, in angry silence, the accusations, the name-calling. You never once gave up on me. Why not?
I am that little ragtag girl from Illinois. The one with very cherry nail polish. The former town tramp who only wanted to be a homecoming queen. You saw things in me that nobody else took the time to see. You never laughed at me. You never laughed at my dreams. And you believed in me in ways that nobody else had done. I couldn't even believe in myself. You made me a queen. And for that I'll be eternally grateful.
I sincerely hope that you didn't stick around out of gratitude.
I stuck around because there's no place I would rather be than right here in your arms.
You can send me back to the shower if you're not in the mood.
Make love to me, please. How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel happy.
And then I'm happy too.
Are you? Are you really?
Of course.
Because if you're not, I want you to tell me. If there's any empty space I can fill, any wish that I can help make come true, you tell me so the good is done.
There is nothing. My life with you is more complete than I could ever dream possible. Only a fool would ask for more.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Adam was one of the chosen few who believed in you when your life was in the gutter. So what, now you have to spend the rest of your life thanking him for a few kind gestures he probably didn't even mean? You don't owe him a thing, Gloria.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the kitchen. I thought I might get some of Lucretia's leftover lemon chicken. Should I fix your plate?
No. Everything I needed is right here. At least it will be as soon as you get back. Don't be too long.
How's Jamie?
He's a little fussy. Thank you. Petra's looking after him. So, back to the case of the corporate climber.
Okay, so say you were handling this. Where would you start?
It's a piece of cake. I'd interview every man, woman, child, or dog that ever had the misfortune of rubbing shoulders with this Miss Green.
Done it.
Done it. So, what about the girlfriend?
Haven't been able to track her down.
The sister?
Celia.
No luck there?
Well, she gave us the scoop on Janine and Alex's relationship. She also said that he and she were like the major loves of each other's lives until the relationship became inconvenient for him.
What happened? She get pregnant?
No. Alec dumped her like a load of dirt. Seems Janine was a little too dark on the color scale. Didn't jive with Alec's plan to become the richest MBA on the restricted block.
Well, one thing's for sure, to know this clown is not to love him.
Alec went on to graduate from Yale, and Janine dropped out of sight.
Yeah, her last known address was some housing project in Center City.
There you go. Next stop, Center City.
It's a waste of gas, man. Look, Alec has already copped to being a first-class jerk, right? Janine's not going to tell us anything we don't already know.
Hold your horses, okay? Don't count your chickens, Charles. You know, in my personal experience, I've always found that ex-girlfriends, especially ones with axes to grind, are always good for an earful or two. And not to mention the fact that from what you told me about this, Janine, she'd be more than willing to bury Alec up to his neck in mud.
I guess it's worth a shot.
A time like the present.
The case is solved.
Here we come.
Center City. Thanks for the sounding board.
No problem. I like to keep my hand in.
Tell Jamie we hope he feels better.
I do too. Hey, listen. Let me know how it goes, okay?
Will do.
Be careful, Charles. Drive safely, children. Hey. So how's my little man feeling?
Well, Jamie's temperature's up, and he's still tugging at his left ear.
That's not a good sign. Well, I guess it's times like these when it pays to have a doctor in the family. Let's get him dressed and take him over to the hospital. Maybe Dad will take a look at it. Don't jump to conclusions. I did not say I don't want to have another baby.
No, I can see that you are obviously not that excited about the idea of having
Brooke, listen,
another
what
baby.
you're seeing is a guy that's very surprised. It was a very sudden announcement, that's all. I'm just trying to take it in.
All right, the announcement was sudden, but a baby wouldn't be. I mean, you know, these kind of things, they take time. I mean, you know, especially with my history. Best case would be we're talking maybe a year from now, maybe longer. Jamie would be 3 or 4 years old, and, you know, they say that's an ideal time for having a sibling.
No question. Jamie would be the ideal older brother. I mean, he's probably the only kid on the playground who knows how to share, and I know he'd love it. He would.
No, it's not about Jamie. This is not just for Jamie. That's not enough. Do you think that he's too little for music lessons? I saw this cutest little ad.
You don't want to talk about music lessons. You want to talk about having a baby.
It was just a passing thought.
You don't have passing thoughts. You're much too intelligent. If there was ever a woman in the world who knows your mind...
All right. Look, we're not in sync. It happens. It's okay. I did see this little ad. It was all these little kids. They were like 2.5 years old. They had little violins. It was the cutest.
I would love to have another baby with you.
Look, don't say it to humor me.
I'm
all
not.
Right?
I mean it.
Brooke, your pelvic examination didn't reveal much. I found no indication of any abnormalities which might account for the spotting or the discomfort you're experiencing.
So, then this could just be stress-related, right?
That's possible, but I'd like to be sure.
Well, you know, I want to be too.
I have you scheduled for your first ultrasound next week. I suggest we do it now, just to be on the safe side.
Well, I want to do whatever is best for this baby. Why do you want to do an ultrasound?
A sonogram is a diagnostic tool. We use it to monitor a baby's growth. But it can also help us detect any uterine tumors or cysts that might be impeding the natural progress of your pregnancy. And you will get a snapshot for your baby book.
Okay. Is it going to take very long?
No, not at all. I'll arrange for a technician to come up and we'll get started. In the meantime, I want you to drink a lot of water. It'll help the transducer get a clear field for the view. And other than that, just relax. I'll let you know as soon as we're ready.
Gloria. What are you doing up so late?
It's not late.
Well, not for most of us, but you and Adam have been hitting the sack early these days.
Yeah, well, our sleeping habits are none of your business.
Yeah, but see, you're not sleeping. That's the problem. And we both know why, don't we?
I'm just fine, thank you.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, sleeplessness can be a sign of depression.
I have nothing to be depressed about. As a matter of fact, I've never been happier.
So you keep saying.
If you really must know why Adam and I have been going to bed so early lately, it's because we cannot keep our hands off of each other. The past few nights have been like a second
God,
honeymoon.
you are so beautiful. Do you know that? If you were my wife, I would never get out of bed. I would make love to you day and night.
I refuse to discuss this with
Where are
you.
you going? You off to raid the fridge?
Yes? What's your excuse for sneaking around in the dark?
I'm not sneaking around. I'm just working out. Lucretia left me a plate in the oven. Why don't you join me?
I'm suddenly not as hungry as I thought. Good night.
Where? You know what it does to me? To watch you go to another man's bed.
Don't do this.
I can't. I can't help it. I keep thinking about that night at the cabin over and over again. I have made love to you 1,000 times in my mind, and I can live with that for now. But if I thought I was never going to make love to you again, I swear, I don't know that I could handle that.
This is the address, all right.
Not exactly the Ritz, is it? Janine's sister wasn't kidding when she said Janine's life was no picnic.
Sorry, no vacancies.
Oh, we're not here for an apartment.
If the health board sent you, we have a clean bill from the pest control.
No, we're not on the bug patrol either. This is Haley, my name's Charlie, and you're?
Millie Anderson, and I don't have time to stand around chit-chatting.
Oh, this is just take a second. We're looking for a friend.
The directory's out front.
No, she doesn't live here now. This was a while ago, maybe 12, 13 years. Her name's Janine Wilson.
Are you from a collection agency?
Oh, no. No, it's nothing like that. We were just hoping he'd get a forwarding address.
Well, I can't release tenant information. It's confidential.
I understand that, but... Well, Janine's mother is very ill, and, she might die, and she's been asking for her daughter. So, you see, this is a matter of life and death.
You can check our story with Janine's sister, Celia Wilson. Here's her number. She'll tell you we're strictly on the level.
Who am I to deny a poor soul a dying wish? Hold on. I'll see what I can find out for you.
Thank you very much.
Feel my hands. Come on, feel them. Cold as ice. This is the third day my apartment hasn't had no heat. And it may well be the last if you don't get somebody up there to bang on those pipes.
Well, if you just fill out this work order, we'll be able to
How
take
am
care
I
of it.
going to fill out there with my fingers are frozen to the bone? Cool breeze come through here, they'll snap my fingers like icicles.
Feisty, isn't she? That's Mrs. Allison. If she's in here once, she's in here half a dozen times a day ragging about something. No soap on your friend.
No forwarding address?
No, nothing. There's no record of a Janine Wilson ever having lived here.
I don't know about you, Charlie, but the scenery around Square One is beginning to depress me. Yes, may I help you?
I can help you. I know Janine Wilson.
It's not possible for me to stay in this town. I have 2 children by a man who left me pregnant not once but twice for the same woman. It's just not possible. Don't you understand that? 6,000 miles away. It's not far enough. It's not far enough. Even Hawaii is not far enough.
You're not thinking logically.
You don't understand. You don't. Nobody understands. It took me so long to get to this place. And I gave up a lot along the way. I made it look a lot easier than it was. And I made it look a lot easier than it was, Edmund. But I didn't give up, all right? I didn't give up. I kept going. I had children. I learned to be strong. I learned to be fair. And for what? For what? I have to hold on to what is left. I have to hold on to what is mine and what will always be mine. Edmund, I cannot lose another child. What? Why is it taking them so long to set up the equipment? I mean, don't they just have to plug it in?
Drink your water.
I can't drink any more water. My back teeth are floating. I just want this to be over, you know.
All right, look, forget about the water, but how about a nice hot cup of chamomile tea down in the cafeteria, huh?
Good idea. Might help you relax a little bit.
Yeah.
What if something is wrong with this baby? I couldn't stand losing another child, not after Laura, not after what happened today. What are you doing here? Are you following me now? You must be following me now. That's the only way that you would know. It's a revolution.
Casting tone-on-tone coloring from Laura.
Tom, Olivia. Well, I certainly walked in on the middle of this conversation. And just for the record, I did not follow you here. Now, how did I know about what?
Jamie. Oh, sweetie. Oh, hi. Oh. What's the matter? Is he sick?
No, it's just another chapter in a continuing saga of your ear infection, isn't it, Sport?
Well, it must be bad if you brought him here.
No, don't worry, okay? I just had to fill out his prescription, and he figured while I was at it, I'd have your grandpa take a look. Isn't that right?
You high five.
You okay?
High five.
I hate it when you feel bad, huh?
Did you see Grandpa Joe?
Yes, he
Did he
did.
give you a sticker that says I'm A-okay? Because that's the way I like you. Hmm?
Well, you should take him home. He should be in bed.
No, he's all right. Dad says he's well enough to go to his playgroup tomorrow. But one thing your mama got right, it certainly is past her bedtime, isn't it? Want to do me a favor, huh? Hunter, do me a favor. Would you take Jamie home for me? Drive him home. I've got some unfinished business here. I'll be home in a minute. Okay, Sport. High five. There you go. Love you.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Good night.
Drive carefully. So, he's my excuse. What's yours?
You knew Janine Wilson?
Apartment 2120. Lovely lady. Carried herself like a lady.
You two were friends.
Close as these walls that are so thin that I could hear her Beethoven at night when she had it cranked up. She loved classical music. Not like some of this trash you hear nowadays.
Do you have any idea where she went after she left here?
I wish I knew. Many's the night I prayed for her, for the good Lord to look after her. And she needed looking after, too.
Why's that?
She worked so hard, she's about to kill herself. She had 2 jobs. And then at night, she did telephone service. Saved every penny. So when the baby came...
Baby?
That's right. She had a baby. You didn't know? Janine had a fine baby boy.
It says here we have to let the string soak in the sugar solution for 10 minutes, let it dry, and repeat.
Like Einstein ever wasted his time on rock candy.
Newsflash, Dylan. You ain't no Einstein. So why'd you pick me to be a lab partner?
Why not?
You're after something.
Why are you always so suspicious?
Maybe you forgot Thanksgiving when you tried to pass that joint off as mine?
Hey, I said I was sorry, and I thanked you about 1,000,000 times for saving me from that big, bad drug dealer. What else do you want from me?
I don't want a thing from you.
Then what's your problem?
You got the problem, not me.
I get enough bull from my counselor. You don't want to work with me? Fine. Just say the word. I'm history.
Well, since we already started, you might as well stay.
Okay. So, how about some munchies while we're waiting for that thing to dry? Cookies, chips, anything.
You got it real bad right about now, don't you?
What are you talking about?
My mom called them the creeping willies. I watched them take her over every time her stash ran out. You got all the same symptoms. You'd tell your grandma to get high right now, wouldn't you?
I have nothing left to give you. What more do you want?
Well, you could start off by admitting that the man you want to make love to isn't the one waiting for you upstairs.
Do you get some sort of perverse pleasure out of torturing me?
Hey, you're torturing yourself. You want to end it, all you have to do is admit that you love me. That's all you got to do.
Your ego is colossal. I have told you over and over again that I love my husband. Why can't you see that?
Well, Gloria, you know, a long time ago, people used to think that the earth was flat and that the sun revolved around it instead of the other way around. Given a choice, people will take a comfortable lie instead of an inconvenient truth. I think a lot of it with you is pride. You think you made your wedding bed, now you have to lie in it. You don't.
You're impossible.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am entirely possible. As a matter of fact, I am like yours for the asking. All you have to do is admit that you made a mistake with Adam, and I will spend the rest of my life making you forget that mistake. And you're tempted. I know you're tempted. Admit it.
I'll admit that you're crazy.
You're right. I am crazy. I am out of my mind, once in a lifetime, crazy in love with you, and I know you feel the same way. All I have to do is mention that night up at the cabin, and I can see it in your eyes, Gloria. Moonlight bouncing off the snow in your hair. Kisses like a fever that set us both on fire. I know you want it. I know you want it back. Tell me you don't. Tell me you don't want to feel like that again, and I'll walk out that door tonight.
You really should think about moving. You work with Erica now. You should have your own place instead of living here on the grounds. It would be more convenient.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be convenient at all. Because everything that I need and everything I want is right here.
Adam would see it differently.
Oh, well, you better hope he doesn't. Because if I get booted off the estate, I guarantee you, I will blow the lid off your little home sweet home. Don't think for a second that I would hesitate to do it.
Very important. We need to know anything and everything you can remember about Janine Wilson and her baby.
Oh, I can remember like it was yesterday. Janine was near term when she moved in here. Big as a house. One night she didn't come home. Next morning she comes in holding a bouncing baby boy. She'd been to the hospital on the bus and came home the same way. In my day, we had our babies at home.
What can you tell us about her husband?
To my mind, she was never married. Janine didn't set much store in men. Not that I can blame her. Anyhow, she was too busy working, taking care of her little one. We whirling about those husbands and their foolishness.
Did she ever mention the baby's father?
On that topic, she kept her lips zipped, which only means one thing.
What's that?
She was probably in love with the bum. Hoping he'd do right by her and give the baby a name. Which was not her luck. Turned out from then on, her luck was nothing but bad.
What happened?
Janine struck up with a no-count hip-hopper who got her hooked on stuff. Then the next thing I know, through those thin paper walls, all I'm hearing is screaming and carrying on.
And after that?
And after that, nothing. She moved away without even a fare-thee-well. Now, that wasn't so much on me. I just hope that Janine and that precious child get the good life to live wherever they are.
We're hoping for the same thing.
And thank you for getting involved. Most people wouldn't take the time.
Most people didn't know Janine. Now, you let me know if you hear anything.
Yeah, we cross our hearts.
God bless. Now, Mr. Supervisor, I want to know...
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Is Alec the father of Janine's baby?
Are there two Alec McIntyres running around out there?
I don't want to get high. Tell me another one. My mom mainline, remember? Got mixed up with some sleaze boyfriend who turned her on to this stuff. One bad needle led to AIDS. So don't try to jive me. I know what I see. So, okay. I want a joint right now. I want it bad. Why? You ever bust out crying in front of someone you know? Tried in front of some stranger. I had a session with my counselor today. Before I knew it, I was bawling my eyes out about my mom. Yeah, I know what that's like. You know what it's like to want to fly away? I want to float off on some cloud where nothing bad can touch me. Only with drugs you get a crash landing. Before my mom did drugs, she smelled like cinnamon from the bakery where she worked. After the drugs, she smelled like something already dead. Rotten. Trust me, you don't want to know what that's like. You think you got troubles now? You get into the heavy stuff. That's trouble. Yeah. Sorry about your mom. Yeah, me too.
You wanted Jamie, you got him. Now he's at home, and he's waiting for you.
I think Petra can take care of things till I get back. And you haven't answered my question. What are you doing here so late?
I have a prenatal exam. I'm sorry, did I forget to clear it with you?
Dr. Kadami must be pretty backlogged, be scheduling regular visits after office hours.
Dr. Kadami is a very well-known doctor. People sometimes wait for months to get an appointment with him. I'm lucky that he sees me at all. And it fits in with my schedule because I don't have exactly anything to run home to right now.
You two here for a checkup?
My car broke down and Tom and Libby were kind enough to give me a ride.
Mrs. Martin, we're ready for you.
Thank you. Now, the inquisition is over. Dr. Kadami wants to run some blood tests on me. Excuse me.
You want to tell me what the hell's going on?
I can't live like this. A prisoner in my own house. I can't even go to the kitchen to fix a midnight snack without you waiting to ambush me. Please, you must leave this house tonight.
Oh, okay. What, you want me to go to Adam? Is that what you're saying? You want me to go to Adam and tell him everything? Is that what you want?
That's the last thing I want.
Well,
you know it.
then stop saying I should move out. Look, I made the transition to enchantment with a certain amount of grace. That doesn't mean I'm going to lie down and play dead. Don't think that I won't tell Adam. Won't tell me what?
on, Tom. What's the story? What's going on that Brooke doesn't want you to know about?
You heard what she said.
Yeah, I did. She asked me how I knew. Knew what? Come on, it's not that difficult. She's here getting blood tests at the hospital in the middle of the night, and you and Olivia look like a couple of deer caught in the headlights. Now, it's obvious she's hiding something from me. I just want to know what it is. It's the baby, isn't it? That's it. There's something wrong with the baby.
Just take a deep breath and relax. There it is.
What? What? What is it? Is there something wrong with my baby?
I'm afraid so.
Tonight, he's Jay Sherman, a film critic who's hard on everything, especially himself. John Lovitz is the hilarious voice of the critic. A fight turns deadly when Bo and Powell confront Todd on One Life.